ancient times, in the ancient times, during the Stone Age man, when they used to live, that time they used to wander from place to place. They used to wander from place to place for what? For food, because they used to feel hungry, and that's why they used to go in the forest and other places wherever they can manage for their food. Then after slowly as the time changed, men used to go for hunting to kill the animals, and women used to take care of the houses, because they started living in a society. Now they used to eat fruits, tubers, and there were so many things which were available in the forest. Now when they started eating all this, because they thought, okay, this is eatable, we can eat it, edible it is, so they started eating. Then after eating the fruits, and tubers, whatever the fruit seeds which were there, they used to throw it into the soil. They used to throw that seeds into the soil, and they did not observe. But after some days, the women, they realized that something is happening with that seed. Some sapling is growing out of that seed. The women observed this, and later on they realized that whenever we are throwing a sapling, we are throwing a seed into the soil, a new plant is coming up, a sapling is coming out of it. And from that they guessed it, that if we are going to plant, sow the seed into the soil, we will get a new plant, and that plant will grow into a tree, and we will be able to eat more fruits. This is how the farming started. This is how the cultivation of crops started. And this is how they started sowing the seeds into the soil. So from the Stone Age man, there are so many things. Now a lot of progress has been made related to this agriculture. So today we have to see in this lesson, Food for All, what do you mean by agriculture? What are the techniques used? The traditional, that means the old techniques which were used, and the new techniques which are used for agriculture. Okay, so now I will show you the screen. Let's see. Your lesson, Food for All. Look here, the first topic is agriculture. We get food from plants. As I already explained you related to this, that there are so many things we get. It can be fruits, flowers, and there are other tubes also, tubers. Okay, so from where we are getting this? We are getting the food from plants. Then we are also sowing the grains into the fields, into the farms and fields. Sowing the grains means we are actually sowing the seeds into the fields. And when we are sowing the seed into the field, we are getting the same type of grains. So we are sowing the seeds into the fields. Then again, what next is what? You can see here the fruit trees. Now whenever we are planting any tree, so here we plant the fruits. We plant the fruits, but where is the fruit plantation? The place where the fruits are planted are known as, fruit trees are planted are known as orchards. So we are planting the food, whatever food it is. It can be vegetables, it can be fruits, it can be flowers, different variety. So we are planting it. So where the fruits are planted, they are planted into the orchards. Now look at this. This is a land. This purposely I've taken this land green, where you can see the crops. Boys, our India is full of villages, more than cities. Most of our India is, the people are living in villages, and that's why the people who are living in villages, they will go for farming, that is agriculture on a commercial basis. So 60% of the land, how many percent? 60% of the land is used for agriculture in our country, India. Imagine 60% out of 100 is used for agriculture. So now before going ahead, you should also know which are the agricultural seasons in our country. In our country, the seasons are divided into two main seasons, agricultural seasons. So let us see the first one, the seasons from the season from June to October. That means the start of rainy season. Okay. So the season from June to October is called a Kharif season. Okay. And what happens in the Kharif season? The crops which are there, they are getting water mainly because of rain, natural water. So the seasons from June to October is your Kharif season, and the crops are watered mainly by the rain. And the second main season is your Rabi season. It is from October to March, and the crops here will get water, rainwater, but it is not rainy season. Rainwater which is soaked, which is absorbed into the soil. So how you will get this water, soaked water, from the well or from the tube wells or dams, the collected water. So here the rain water has soaked into the soil. Retreating monsoon and dew drops, which are there, dews, are the sources of water. When, in which season? Rabi season. So these are the two main seasons, the Kharif season and the Rabi season. Kharif season, natural rainwater the crops are getting. But in the Rabi season, the soaked rainwater they are getting for the crops. And June to October, Kharif season. October to March, Rabi season. Then what happens from March to June? March, April, May, June, these 4 months. Summer crops. Some crops are grown from March to June, and these are called summer crops. Now, let us see the agricultural work. You can see the picture of a farmer plowing the land, tilling the land over here with the 2 oxen. Okay. Now this picture, the farmer is taking lot of efforts. Very much hard work is done by the farmer in the fields. So every farmer wishes to get a good harvest. What do you mean by harvest? A good production of crops. Now, why this farmer wishes to get a good harvest? Why he needs a good production of crops? Because the farmer wants money. The farmer wants some income. So when the farmer will have a good harvest, then the good harvest will provide the farmer a good income. Income means money, source of money. So if you want a good harvest, there are some things you have to keep in mind. So the important things which are essential for, or things essential for good harvest. First one, very important, is your soil or is your land. How should be the land for the crops? The land should be fertile land. Now, what do you mean by fertile land? The land should be full of nutrition, nutritive value. That nutrition which is there in the soil helps the plants to grow, helps the sapling to grow. And that's why the first important thing is your fertile land. Now see the second picture. In the second picture, you can see the seeds. These are good quality seeds. The seeds should be of good quality. The reason is, if the seeds are of good quality, the production will be very good. Production will be more and the farmer will get good income. And that's why you need a good quality seeds. Now see the third picture. You must have guessed it from the picture itself that this is used for as fertilizers. These are fertilizers. Now what is the important thing? Why fertilizers are used? Example, now in the farms, okay, in the farms, you're growing one type of crop. That crop is collected, that means harvested. Again, you are going for second crop. Again, that crop is harvested. Harvested means collected. So what happens to that soil? Again and again, you are using the same soil for the crop. And that's why when you're using the same soil for the crop, what happens to that soil? The nutrition which is there in the soil is damaged. And that's why if you want that soil to retain nutrition, to get back its nutrition, fertilizers are used. That's why fertile land, good quality seeds, fertilizers are very important. And the last thing, very essential, is the water, availability of water. You should have water for the production of crops. Now this water can be taken by from the wells, from the rivers, if it is flowing close by, from the dams, from the bunds which are built. Okay, so which are the things essential for good harvest? Fertile land, good quality soil, seeds, fertilizers, and availability of water. Now look here, this is your land. Okay, this is the soil. You can see this soil which is spread. Now this soil needs to be loosening the soil. The small stones, pebbles which are there, or rock, or whatever it is, it should be removed. The soil should be in a powdered form and very loose. And why? When the soil is loose, you can sow the seed inside the soil. This process is known as tilling the land. So it is very much necessary to carry out the task of tilling the land. Now, if all processes are done, you will get a good harvest. Crops are also growing, but the crops should be protected and stored safely. That means what? Protection from whom? Birds will eat, insects will eat, animals will eat. That means you need to protect the crops. And even you need to store it. Now, once the crop is harvested, harvesting means collecting the crops from the field. Once the crop is harvested, then you should keep it at a safe place. Otherwise, it will be damaged. So, the crops in the field should be protected and stored safely. Now, look here, look at this picture. In this picture, you can see huge population. Okay, India's population. India is densely populated. Population is increasing. But still, we are able to meet the needs of the people. Still, we meeting the needs of the people means what? Population is more. Still, all the people are getting food to eat. What is the reason? See, less population, still there was food. Now the population is increasing, still there is food to eat. The reason is because of the modern improved methods of agriculture. We are using modern techniques, and that to improve techniques we are using for in agriculture. Why? For the production of crops on a large scale. So let us see now, what do you mean by traditional agriculture? Traditional agriculture means in the ancient times they used to do the agriculture with the help of oxen and the family members. Now you can see here this farmer, he is using his oxen over here, and he is plowing and tilling the land. So for plowing and tilling the land, oxen were used. With the help of oxen, it was done. And harvesting and threshing, that means cutting the crop, collecting it, harvesting and threshing it, was done with the help of family members. This is traditional agriculture. Now look here. In this, you can see the first picture. In the first picture, here it is not traditional agriculture. Here the tractor is used with the help of machine for tilling the land, for plowing the land. You can see here the soil is being loosened here. So what do we mean by plowing? We have to see all the techniques which are used in agriculture. So let us see one by one. Plowing. Plowing means loosening the soil before sowing seeds, or planting. Loosening the soil before sowing the seeds or planting the seeds, and turning over the uppermost soil. That is plowing. Now let us see the second one. Tilling the land. What do you mean by tilling the land? Digging the land. You can see here with the help of machine. This is modern technique. Digging the land, stirring the land, and again overturning the land. Now see this woman who is there. She is very happy because she has collected her crop now. That is, harvesting is done. So when the crop production is there, when you collect the crop, that process is known as harvesting. So what is harvesting? The process of gathering the crop from the fields. She's collected, she has gathered. And in the next picture, what she is doing with that crop, with that grain, she is thrashing it. When you're thrashing the grain, the edible part, the part which we will eat, will be one side, and the straws will be another side, which is of no use. So the edible part is at one side. That is known as threshing. Process of loosening the edible part of grain from the straw to which it is attached. So these are all the processes a farmer follows. Plowing the land, tilling the land. They are almost similar. Harvesting and threshing. Now look here. These are some leather bags. Similar leather bag was used in the ancient times. Similar leather bag, and that leather bag was called a mott. Now what was that leather bag? That mott, it is a huge leather bag. With the help of oxen, oxen means oxen used to pull that leather bag, and in that water which is there in the well, that water was collected into that leather bag. Okay, that mott, and that water was used for the crops, to feed the crops. So a mott or a huge leather bag was driven with the help of oxen, and it was used to draw water from the well. So what do we mean by a mott? A huge leather bag. Now you can see here huge machines which are used. This is a modern technique used in agriculture for farming. So task or the work, they are done with the help of machines nowadays. Now, see, in the olden days, you must have heard from your grandfather and grandmother that keep those seeds aside. When the rainy season will come, next rainy season, then we will sow the seeds into the soil. This was old technique. Now, what is the improved method of agriculture? The seeds are already available in the market. They are already there in the market. You just have to purchase it and sow. So, improve seeds. Earlier, seeds were preserved from the next harvest, for the next harvest, and now they are available in the market for all the crops such as jowar, rice, groundnut, wheat, etc. And these seeds which are available in the market, they can resist the pest attack. You know what do you mean by pest attack? The insect kill the crops, they eat the crops. I'll show you the picture next. So good quality seeds which are there, they will resist it. That means the pest will not attack them. So see, how is the pest attack? How to guess it? You can see this pest over here. This pest. The pest has eaten the leaf. This is a pest attack. Example, if you have palak leaves at home, if in case now also spinach leaves. See one of the leaf. If the leaf is plain like this, that means there is no pest attack. But if your leaves are having holes inside, that means there was a pest attack on that leaf, the spinach. And that's why you should always put the leaves into salt water before cooking. Okay, so this is a pest attack. Now there are some crops which are there, which requires less quantity of water, low amount of water, low water supply. Instead of low water supply, the production is more. So some crops give higher yield. Higher yield means what? Good production, more high production. Some crops give higher yield with a low water supply. And now in session 2, I will continue with modern methods of irrigation.